Americans with these blankets infested with smallpox and tried to starve them out. And his great-grandmother met an Irishman, and she married him and moved to Texas. And she told her children and her grandchildren, don't tell anybody that you are Native American. Don't tell anybody. And they kept that a secret. In fact, his grandmother, I was not even allowed to mention Native Americans in her presence because it would have upset her terribly. She would have totally denied it. But when you take a whole nation of people who have to survive, have to deny their heritage, have to cover over that trauma, they can't breathe in public, it's a travesty. And I specialize in post-traumatic stress disorder. I see a lot of the veterans from Columbus and from the soldiers from Fort Benning. And trauma can be healed. It has to be healed. It has to be talked about. We as a nation need to embrace people who've been traumatized, understand their trauma, and welcome them home. We have the first people of this country have been terribly traumatized. They've experienced genocide. They've experienced discrimination. Well, I've always been proud of my husband's Native American heritage. And when we moved to Georgia, I thought, there shouldn't be a problem here, but there was. And he experienced that prejudice, and he was ashamed. Now, these are some facts I don't know if you know. But Native Americans, even though they inhabited this continent for 10,000 years or more, did not become American citizens until 1924. They were given the right to vote in 1948, and they were allowed religious freedom in 1978. Now, prior to 1978, my husband went to study with Native American holy men, medicine men, and what he was doing was a crime at that point, and he was taught not to talk about it, not to tell anyone what he learned and what he could do. But he continued to try and heal people.
Thanks for joining us.
Practically the day he died.
That is Dr. Una Graham.